Well, hello, beautiful air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This is general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It is also timeless, so whenever the message reaches you, then it's meant for you at that time, if it resonates. And these are for all air signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to pull cards for the general air sign collective, of which I am a part of. And then I will pull additional tarot and oracle cards for each of your signs separately, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? Oops. That is the Justice card wanting to show itself. This is a card of Libra. It means the cards are ready to speak to you, air signs. And let's see what they have to say. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. I really like Temperance. Temperance is a card of patience and alchemy and getting the right chemistry, getting into alignment, as within, so without. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and get your oracle cards now. Starting with Gemini. I'm using the African Goddess Oracle deck, which I got in Hawaii recently. I'm so excited about it. Gemini Oracle card, please. We'll take that one. Libra Oracle card, please. Perfect. And Aquarius Oracle card, please. Perfect. All right. So, as I mentioned, the Temperance card, bottom of the deck, is balance. And interestingly enough, beneath that is the Six of Pentacles, which is also balance. So this is the Temperance is more so energetic balance, bringing your masculine and feminine into alignment, aligning your actions with your thoughts and your feelings and your words. So really that internal spiritual work that requires a lot of stillness, patience, a lot of patience here. I'm getting a lot from this Temperance energy, actually. I'm getting that it is all about the alignment, but also a lot about the patience and needing to give things time to gestate and marinate in something, whether it's a project or a relationship or a message that you're working on. All right. And how you're showing up in this time ahead, this week or more ahead, is strength. So there is something that you're having to need spiritual strength, specifically spiritual strength to choose a path, because this is being crossed by the Seven of Cups. So you're having to make an emotional decision. You have these visions, these choices, these options available to you, which is great, air signs, but you're struggling to choose one. You're struggling to focus on the one thing that matters the most. And for some reason, this is taking spiritual courage and strength, perhaps because you feel obligated to all of the options, or one option is more mainstream or more widely accepted as a path forward. And even if it's a relationship, for example, you might be struggling to focus on the one person that means the most to you for whatever reason. You're going to know if that is resonating. The other aspect of the Seven of Cups, though, is with options comes possibilities. So you're also thinking about what's possible for your future, all the possibilities ahead of you. And you might have a little bit of FOMO with that Seven of Cups. You might be afraid or challenged to really hone down and narrow down because you don't want to sacrifice any potentialities. Okay. But this is where Temperance comes in at, because it's not all opportunities and potentialities are made equal. What's most in alignment, what's most authentic, with your spiritual resonance. Okay, now for each of your signs specifically, we'll start with Gemini. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and the oracle card for you is Miracles. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So Knight of Pentacles and Miracles, it rhymes. So what this tells me is that it could, practically speaking, it could be a journey or a trip like over land that is like a long road trip, basically. But it is also that card of dedication and persistence. And with you showing up in strength energy, you're finding the strength, you're finding the grit, the stamina to persist in something that has meant a lot to you. And with this miracle card, I almost get that you're just plodding along, keeping your head down, and you look up and you're like in the Garden of Eden, or you just have rewards and blessings pouring on you. And it might feel like a miracle because you've been focused elsewhere. You haven't really picked your head up from the work. You haven't really picked your head up from the daily grind of it, or just the practical nature of it. And so when you do finally look up in the days or weeks ahead and you look around, you're like, oh my gosh, my life is beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted. Or, you feel like you're in a rut maybe, and all of a sudden there's a clearing, or there's an opening or a gap or an exit, ramp for you to get on, right? Or like a fast track. So I really like that for you. And you have the number 6, and Temperance is also the number 6. And we have a 15 on the table as well, which is 3 6s, which could be, actually, I'm going to pause and look up what my 3 6s mean. Okay, I'm glad I looked it up, air signs, because the 3 6s is abundance. No, it's success. Success, abundance, tomato, tomato. But 3 6s in a reading represents success. So I love that. That also is what 3 9s represents. Yeah. 3 9s, 3 6s. Yeah. So Geminis, Libras, Aquariuses, all air signs, sun, moon, and rising, there is something successful ahead of you. One of these ideas, one of these endeavors is going to be successful, but with this strength card, there is going to be a test of faith, a test of will, a test of endurance, okay, to get there. But the payoff is so worth it. Now for Libras, you have the 7 of Wands. So more of that fight, right? You're putting up a fight with this strength card. There could be people actively trying to knock you off your game. But you see here, this crow, he's like so unbothered, like can't touch this, right? Like MC Hammer said, really can't touch this. And your oracle card is feeling safe. So just know that you have the willpower to resist, and you are safe from the trolls. This is what I get with this, feeling safe from whatever distractions, the trolls, and even feeling safe to move forward with a particular path. One of the reasons why you might be keeping your options open, Libra, and being a little indecisive is that you fear. You have a lot of fear of what could happen when you finally do decide. Like, am I choosing the right path that's going to be successful? And so you're safe to choose. You don't have to try to straddle the fence to have a backup plan, okay? And I'm not telling you not to have a backup plan. I'm also not saying that. But maybe you don't need 7 backup plans. Maybe you don't need 15. Okay, and then Aquarius, you have the Page of Pentacles. And I like this for you, Aquarius. And you also have Sekhmet 15, the Wounded Healer. So this is Chiron as well. You might want to look at where Chiron is in your chart. But the Wounded Healer, Aquarius, oh, I just realized there's... I hope YouTube doesn't ban me for showing that image. The Page of Pentacles and the Wounded Healer. There's some learning here from your past wounds. With this Temperance, that's also a healing energy for you, Aquarius. The Page of Pentacles on its own is very, very studious. It's like the eager intern. They're really focused on the practical, everyday details of this. It's very similar to that Knight of Pentacles that Gemini has. And you are maybe applying this work, applying this knowledge and this learning to a healing practice, learning to first heal yourself and then being able to leverage that to walk the path of healing for others as well. Okay. Air signs, very beautiful reading, very spiritual reading. I'm excited to see what comes out of this for all air signs. Be sure to watch for your sun, moon, and rising videos as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.